She used to work on Wall Street. She's now a senior policy analyst with Americans for Financial Reform. Good to talk to you. This is characterized sometimes as a sort of David and Goliath battle. Is it really?
I actually think that what's happening is this is a Goliath versus Goliath battle with David as a little bit of a distraction. So one of the things I learned when I was working on Wall Street before the last and during the last financial crisis is they made the most profits typically on days that had a lot of churn and a lot of price movement. And while I do think that the sort of initial idea to buy stocks like GameStop and some of these other active names may have initially started on a Reddit forum, you know, Wall Street's dream is to know the positions of their competitors, and they try to hide their own position from their competitors. And now you have tens of thousands of people openly posting about not only what their positions are, but what their plans for those positions are. And so what I suspect, right, I don't have enough data to know, but I suspect that Wall Street was sort of going along for the ride and sort of exacerbating and also inflating some of these prices up. And at the end of the day, I think if I were to make a guess, Wall Street is probably going to have an extremely profitable first quarter simply as a result of all of these volumes. And so that's why I think the David versus Goliath narrative might not be exactly what's happening here.
So actually the professionals make money from volatility. In a way, the house always wins.
That's right. It sort of doesn't matter. They're price agnostic, right? As long as there's churn, they have these sophisticated algorithms and price risk management software. And so as long as they're hedging their bets and that's their job, they basically make money regardless of if the price goes up or down. Yes.
I mean, clearly some of the Reddit investors are very sharp and some are making big money. You don't expect that to go on then? It would be naive to think that the professionals are not on social media as well.
It's very likely that some professionals may be posting on social media. I mean, I think that may raise some investigations for them as a registered investment or financial professional. And certainly there are absolutely people on Reddit making lots and lots of money. But I think the sort of bigger question here, right, to your earlier segment, the United States has had a terribly atrocious response to the coronavirus. And we are sort of jostling right now to see an economic package come through. You know, just because there's more people hitting a jackpot at the casino doesn't mean the house isn't winning still. I think people are sort of drawn in by this narrative in the media because a lot of people are hurting, a lot of people are having trouble making rent. And I think the real solution to this speculative mania here in the United States is policies that make sure that people's basic needs are being met. And that's what's trying to be ironed out in Congress right now, but it just couldn't happen any faster.
Do you think it will happen?
I sincerely hope so, whether it is through some sort of grand bargain. I think they might have to go through what's called reconciliation, which would allow them to just get a simple majority vote. And there's a lot, quite frankly, that they can do with executive actions, too. So I do think that they will eventually get there. I just hope they get there sooner than perhaps they might actually arrive there.
Alexis, thank you very much. Really interesting to talk to you.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks to you for being with us. Stay with us if you can.